Greetings from Sharebility Uganda Limited. In this video, we are going to be looking at the latest version of the Sharebility report software, version 7.0. Every term, we keep updating it based on feedback from schools on the evolving curriculum needs. For A level, we have one which has different sets of exams, beginning of term, end of term. You can have them at over different values. You can have out of 20, out of 80, or you can have 50, or you can have everything in percentage. So we have a report card for A level, which is also showing the total number of points. And when the curriculum changes, we are always on the lookout to see the changes that are there in assessment modalities. For example, at O level, we have the new version that has come out with changes based on what UNEB released recently in the pioneers of the new curriculum results. So in this report card, you find activities of integration out of 3. Teacher can enter those ones as per the recommendation, and the system automatically converts to get the out of 20, and also it adds on the out of 80 if the school learners have done summative exams out of 80. And then we have what we call we have the total, we have the grade, and also we have the overall average score, the identifier out of 3, the descriptor, and also the result, whether it is result 1, result 2, result 3, or result 4. So this one here, the latest 7.0 version is really, we have adjusted the grading, but it is really fully flexible in the system. So down here, you also see project work also graded, but there is details in the descriptive students work report. Now this one here, if learners have done 10 or 5 projects or 3 projects, you go and enter them in the system, and the system will give you a dedicated page, descriptive on project work, showing the project title, the score, and any remarks that you might have given based on what the learner has done, and then how the grade comes about based on the same grading that we're having for other subjects. So this is the latest version. I'm going to be in this video showcasing this, and whatever I share will apply. We have various report layouts here. So if you want a detailed report, you find them there. If you want a summarized report, you find them there for the new curriculum, which have all these competencies and generic skills and everything. So those ones are also there. So when you are printing, you want to decide which pages you want to print, but the system generates all. And then also for primary, we have a primary report card. It has been well updated. The grading system has been also worked on very well, works very well. And this one has many sets, beginning of term, mid-term, end of term, and then also you have another set here. So you can be able to have this as an average of these, or this can be a different set of exams. And you have also the division, the position, aggregates, and total marks and average. And then the teacher's comments and the head teacher's comments. Many of these are generated automatically, but it also allows you to provide custom comments. And when it comes to primary, we have what we call 3 different layouts. We have these ones which are having the learning activities, like some primary schools do that for a big class. And then we also have another one which has scores out of 100. Initially it was out of 50, but now we have updated it to be out of 100 for the various learning areas that are available. And we also have one where the 2 are merged and combined, where we have the learning areas and also the activities. So, and everything is fully customizable. You can be able to design, change here the header, maybe design your header very well, design everything, change your colors, fonts, everything, and you have a unique report card, customizable. So having given that outline, let me show you what is inside. So these are the various report cards: A level, new curriculum, primary, and nursery report card. Each of these is just a few MBs. Like this one is only 13 MBs. So It is just a simple file that we send to you, and you put on your computer. Now, when you do that, when you get it, you click on extract all. You can right click on it, extract all, and then it will ask you for a password. So when it asks for a password, we shall also give you the password. Okay, so you put in that password, and then it will extract everything onto your computer. After extracting, you can rename this folder. You can call it Senior 1, for example, if you are going to be making report cards for Senior 1. And you can be able to, the same folder, copy it and paste it to make for another class. Okay, so every class is made in its own folder, but you just copy the same and then you duplicate and you make also for another class like that. So before you open and maybe start modifying it or whatever, first rename and create the folders for the classes you are going to need. And you can be able to put these ones all. You can decide to put them on the desktop. Okay, you can decide to put them on the desktop, and you tell the teachers, Senior 1 teachers, that is your folder. Senior 2 teachers, that is your folder. Senior 3 teachers, that's your folder. So when they come, you can just open to folder of theirs where they will enter their scores and reports will be there. You can also decide to put another folder on another computer. If you have more than one computer, you can put each class on its own computer to reduce congestion on one computer. Now, what happens is inside here, we have what we call the data entry sheet. We have what we call the project work descriptive report generator. We have the report system or report generator, and we also have a README. The README just has instructions of how to use a software, just like what I'm explaining here. So you can just read and follow that. And many teachers are able just to do that. Then we have some folder with the photos. Here you can put your own photos for your learner. You can take the photos using even a good phone or a camera, crop them like this, and rename each folder with the student's name. And then here in the reference docs, there are just other documents showing the samples of the report cards which will come out, and also the circulars from NCDC and also from UNEB regarding assessment. So those are the ones we followed, and you can open them and read. So now I'm going to go direct with the teachers. The class chat will open, even other teachers. All you need is to open the document. These other things will only be opened after by the person who will print reports, either the ICT teacher or the DOS, or anyone who is your IT person who in charge of printing reports is the one who will open this publisher thing. But for this one, for teachers, they only end at this one here, which is the data entry sheet. So once you open the data entry sheet, it is going to open, and we are going to be able to enter our scores. So when it opens on this page called the class teachers sheet. So when you open, so we have the class teachers sheet where the names of learners are entered, and then we have the subject sheets where the marks are entered, and then also we have the project worksheet where project scores and remarks are entered, and then we also have the summary sheet, which is the one which has the summary of results in case you are creating for staff meeting review and everything. This is where the marks are going to go. Yes. So what happens is the class teacher will be the first to come and enter in the learners, and then other teachers, they will find already learners there. For example, instead of using Rogers Mokalede, and I say Rogers Magola. Okay. So if I say Rogers Magola, when I go this side, I'll find cats change to Rogers Magola and all that. I don't encourage these schools to delete, not delete these rows, because they will cause inconsistency with other sheets since they are linked. You don't delete. Instead, just come and remove the data. You remove the data and you type your own. So just clear the data. Don't delete the entire sheet. So if I have here Nora, okay. If I say Nora, okay. If I say Nora Mukalele, like that. So you find that when I put that, it will come automatically.
this side. So you can go ahead and add more learners here. If you have registration numbers or linear numbers, put them here. First names here, last names here, enter them well. For the photos, you first click outside this side and first clear them like this. Then the cell will be free, so you can right click and then you click on link to add your own. So you go to the photos folder, you select this, the learner's photo. You also right click here, click on link, go to the photos folder and select the learner's photo. So you first remove what is there. Otherwise, when you right click like this, it may cause problems. It will remove hyperlink. But instead, for you want to link, so you have to first remove this, which is there as dummy. Then from there, you can have the streams changed, all these other things, comments about games, clubs, and also these other comments, class teachers, head teachers. You can enter them manually, but they will also be generated automatically based on the results after entering. If you have fees balances, you can put them there. If learners pay using school pay or any other system like SurePay, you can put there the code for payments. And this side at extreme right, we have some settings. We have the grading for the coursework out of 20 and the comments that are supposed to come automatically for the subject teachers and the class teachers. And then also we have here, this is very important. The system asks, did learners do out of 80 assessment? If they never did, they have only done activities of integration, no end of term exams, you come and say no. But if they did, in addition to the activities of integration, they also did an end of term kind of assessment out of 80, then you say yes. So that the system will grade and generate the report card accordingly. Then the grading has moved. Initially, it was going up to G from A+, but now we have made in such a way that A takes on from 8 and above, and then the E is taking all these levels from 49 up to 0. So where the G, the F's, the E's where all that is E, no more F and no more G. So you can adjust if you want, for example, this to be a D and then the E is ending at 40, you can do that. If you want this to be a B and the A is starting from 90, you can change. You can be the one to change the where you want it to be. The head teacher's comments also here. These comments, you can customize them. These ones are default. You can customize the comment which will come for head teacher's comment where learner who has got a B or in this range, what it should be the comment in that line. Now we have what called the genetic skills. We have put enabled genetic skills to be easily entered. Here are sample comments regarding genetic skills, things like time management, detail orientation, communication skill, negotiation skills. So there are very many. You can type your own comments below here, and we are going to be showing you how those comments are going to be used later on when you are entering the marks. Now, when you go to the marks, I'm showing you for mathematics. When I'm here on mathematics, the names have already come, and I already have the topics here. So I can remove these marks. Now, when I remove the marks for coursework, you realize it has given me a total grade of X because it can't grade a learner without coursework. So what happens is, if you have coursework, for example, learners have gotten done 2, they have got, say you put in, if you put in a 4, it will not allow because it is only allowing marks out of 3. So you have to convert. If you did your coursework out of 30, out of 40, you convert that mark out of 40 times 3 so that you get the marker to put here. And you enter the mark out of 3 because teachers mark out of anything in the new curriculum activities of integration. It depends on the teacher and the number of bases of evaluation. Now, if a learner has missed, you put an X, the system will recognize it, and it will put there missed assessment. Otherwise, you can leave it, because if you do that, the learner will not be graded throughout in this subject and the overall. So only put X when you want the learner not to be graded. Here we have what we call the comments. These comments here are you can overwrite them. You can decide to change the comment, but they automatically generated based on what? On what you are putting here. For example, if I put a 1 here, the comment has changed. So, but you can still change it manually. For example, based on what the learner has achieved, maybe in the topic fractions, and say the learner has a challenge in multiplying fractions. So there, you have a custom comment than this one here, which is somehow general. And also the geometry skills, you can just click on a drop down tool, pick from these other comments that you typed the other side. Once you put in like this, it will automatically pick that generic skill and have it captured from the ones that you supplied, or these ones which are here. So basically that is what you do for all other subjects. We have made a provision of up to 6 topics, like the topic, like a subject like biology, based on the syllabus books. It had many topics in a given term. So you have that provision which you can use. And now when it comes to subjects that are not here, we have provided very many subjects here, over 17, but you may find that someone is having other subjects. We have this tab which has other. If some learners are doing food and nutrition, you can use this. Or performing arts, based on the one you use, you can use this other one as your additional subject that you are doing, which is not among these ones. And if there are these ones, one of them you are not doing, for example, under languages, you may be doing the French, you can put it here, or German, you can put it here. If you are not doing art, but you are doing maybe food and nutrition, you can decide to change this one to food and nutrition. And then you just know that under art, you just put here the one food and nutrition, the teachers will put their marks there. So basically, there should be enough provision for you. Now, when it comes to project work, you can just come here, enter in the project work. Basically here, the title of the project, the score, and then the remark. Can do that for the subjects that learners have done. The projects, even if they are 3, just put those, they will go to the report card. Now, the summary sheet is going to give you a summary. For example, this 3 university, this learner is having result. And why? Why is he having result too? He missed the biology, a compulsory subject here, which is a compulsory. So if I go to biology, for example, and I realize he missed, and I look for the mark, and the mark is actually there, and I put in, it gets a D. So when I go in the summary sheet, it's now in result what? Is in result 2. So basically that is the situation. These are the ones here for this one is result 2, but I realize this learner is actually having E's most of the places. And if I go to physics, okay, if I go to physics and I give him a mark, 12, so that physics is going to come here. Okay, so I realize he has got here, getting this learner is the poor performance, and he is most of the places. Yeah, so if I have one place, so is having result 1 because he has at least a subject where he's not having any. Yeah, but if a learner in mathematics, he has a D. So if I go to mathematics as well, and I put for him to get an E, okay, then it is going to turn to result 3, because in result 3 is a situation where the learner is having only what? Only E's. Yeah, so we have really taken care of the conditions of UNEB for result 1, result 2, and result 3 accordingly. So now, after I really seen that my results are fine, if I want to print out, I can copy this sheet into another Excel sheet. I can delete out, maybe I don't want the marks, I want only the grades. I can delete out column and I print out a summary sheet for my learner results. After I've finished entering, I can be able to close this particular sheet. And I know my marks are in there. Now, I want to generate report cards. What do? I write it, I double click on the reports software generator. I double click on it, the report system. So when I double click on it, it's going to ask me that do you want to connect external data? I say yes. It will fail to connect the first time because the path in your computer is different from what was this side. So you have to go on the desktop, look for that folder that we have been working with, senior 1. then you select your data entry sheet. Inside here we have the Sharebility, and then we have project work. So you select this one if you want the report card, the general report card, or you select this if you want to make the project work report. So you select this, and then it is going to open. Now when it opens, you realize that it is having many pages. We start with the detailed pages. These competencies here are not picked from the Excel side. They are picked from what the teachers schemed from their schemes of work and syllabus books. You can be able to ask the teacher for the marks that you supplied, what was the topic, if they were for activities of integration, what would the next skill involved. So you put them here for English, for other subjects. Otherwise, the marks themselves are going to come from Excel. And you see when the unit skill which I selected has come here. The attendance, the mark, the name of the learner has also come the way it was. The fees balance, the photo has also come. So everything has come here. And the only thing I need to do is up here, I want to add just this. Instead of calling it Sharebility, I want to call it another, but I can't edit. So what do I do? You go to the view, you go to the master page. And when you are there, you can be able to change. So I'm going to call this one, for example, Kampala. So I can say Kampala. And change. Okay. So if I'm doing for Kampala High School, I can decide to put my logo on this side. I don't want to put it in the middle. I can use my publisher design skills. And I design something here. I put in the contact and everything. So you can design the way you want. And once you do it there, you can also design the footer down here the same way. View master page. You can put the motto of the school. Okay. So I can say bright. So education is the key. So once I put the key, I can put here when was it printed, when is the next term begin. This logo which is in the back end here, you can change. You can click on change and then you say work offline and go and change. Pick another picture that you want from the pictures. For example, if I have which photo I can use. If I use, for example, this one of Edify and I put it in here, so you find that it is going to come, but it's going to become dark. Okay, it's going to become dark, which is not good. So you have to click on master page, and then you right click on your logo. You click on format picture, and go and change the transparency to 90%. So when you do that, it is going to become in the background light and doesn't distract the front end. So what you do there is going to apply everywhere in terms of customization. The names of the teachers this side, you manually put them there because they are not coming from Excel side. For a given stream, you put there the names of the teachers because they cut across for all the learners in that particular stream. So put there the names of the teachers of that end, and these ones here in case you want the detailed report card. Now, in case you don't want the detailed report cards, maybe the teachers are not captured all these generic skills, all these other whatever. Maybe it is just visitation day and they just want a simple pass slip. So you can delete these ones here. Okay, you can delete these detailed report cards, and we have 3 sample report cards. So ideally, there are 3 detailed report cards. And we have also 3 summary report cards. For the summary report cards, you pick one based on what you need. If your learners never did income exams, we have the first sample summary report card, which only has the coursework, how to talk and the graduation, the unique skills, and below we have the comments from the teacher. It doesn't have out of 80, it doesn't grade your grades and everything. Oh, the first one. If you don't want that one, you can delete it. Okay, it may be for you want this one here, which has the out of 20 and out of 80. So if this is the one that you want, then you can remain. Now remember, what we customized already is already still there. With this yellow thing in the right corner, you have to delete it. That was just to show you that this is a sample report card summary. So this one, if it's done, you want it is summarized all the activity tabulation, the format in the 80. See, it's fine. Just come here and change these teachers' names. And these ones, on the right, and put the right teachers' names. You feel free to design your table if you want to change the color of the table. If you want to do what, the thing gives you flexibility to change your design of your work. So you can change everything, the highlight colors. You can decide to remove this if you don't want it. Maybe you think it is congesting your work. If you don't have project work, you can decide to totally go to the whatever and delete that row from the table. You can adjust your table accordingly the way you want. You can give it more spacing. Maybe you can push everything down, make it this table. If you are not doing a given subject, maybe you are not doing a subject called agriculture in your school, you can just go in the layout, click on see, and then delete rows, and the entire agriculture will disappear. So this is very, very flexible. You can adjust the system the way you want. You can redesign it the way you want. You can change the heading. You can change everything. Now, this other last one is also like the other one. This is like similar to the one in the NCDC sample report, which had the 80, the 20, the 80, and it has this as the summary report card. It also shows here the results and the identifier. If you don't want it, maybe you want this one, you choose the one that you want. If you want this one, you can delete the other one and remake that one. So this is now when you generate it 1 page per run. But if you want, what is advisable is to have the other 3 detailed report cards and then 1 summary, so that you have 4 pages, and those 4 pages are going to be 2 sheets of paper if you print back to back. From here, after you have done everything and customized your thing, you go to the mailings and you click on edit recipients list. Now here you want to print out, so it will still show you all the learners. So you can unselect all learners. You can only select those that you want whose report must be generated. Maybe there is a learner who is still in the class list, but when he left and you don't want to waste paper printing, so you can uncheck that learner. Make sure that you first do this, because sometimes the system auto selects even empty gaps and it makes your computer to freeze trying to generate many report cards. So try to unselect and only select learners whom you want report cards to be generated. After you have done that, you go and click on finish merge and merge to new publication. So in this case, it is going to merge for you, and it is going to merge for you, and it's going to make for you a report card for the first learner, Margola Rogers, and then also for the second learner. Your photo will change, the marks will change. See, this one here is he has a complete work, and according to it having me, so you can be able to have everything here when it has been generated. Now, after doing this and you think this is fine, you can still even here edit something specifically for given. Maybe you want to change this particular comment or whatever. Now here change manually, but the system will have generated all learners at once. Now after that, you can now go to file menu and save as, browse and save it as a PDF. PDF is best allowed, encouraged, because publisher may not open somewhere also to be distorted. So after you have generated on this computer, just say senior 1 reports for printing. Okay, printing. So senior 1 reports for printing, you click on save. So when you do that, it is going to make for you the senior report cards for printing. Senior 1 first learner report card is there, the second learner and others. So this PDF is the one that you put in a flash, take to the printer, or you can print from your computer. Yeah. Well, basically, at Sharebility, we are continuing to improve all these softwares every term, and we give a discount to our user. In case we make a new version, you only get it at half price, 50% to get a new version. If you have ever bought an older version, just pay 50% off, for give a discount to get the new version as a worker. And if you're just new, something to be used. We don't, very expensive. We are testing the cheapest and it is available. Nothing like maybe the server is down or anything, internet, what, no. You work on your computer, your system, you can distribute these classes so that there is no congestion and teachers can even do the work on their laptops. Yeah, so we have all this. We have for various classes. The other classes, nursery, primary, A-level, all of them work in a people way, and they are there for us. So thank you very much for listening, and thank you for supporting Sharebility.